afternoon. My name is Baal Modise and I'm the founder of Jewel Cred. So 30% of African SMEs take the risk of selling their products and services on credit to clients in an attempt to try and get a sale. And within that 30%, you have your Bomahoti. She is a tailor, she's an informal trader. She makes school uniform. Now, Mahoti is very familiar with the words, Mahoti, can I get your products on credit and pay for them later? 9 times out of 10, the payment will come late, or she might not even get it at all. That messes up with the cash flow of Mahoti. She can't buy material, she can't pay for her rent, which means Mahoti's shop will close down. That is the harsh reality for a majority of our African SMEs. And that is why we're building Jewel Cred. We are essentially looking to be a financial partner for your small and informal businesses. We are looking to give them that ability to sell their products and services on credit to their clients without having to take on that financial risk themselves. On the other hand, customers get access to products and services they need now and pay for it later within installments, interest-free installments. And all of this is done within our Jewel Cred WhatsApp chatbot, where we verify individuals, we credit check individuals, and perform these transactions. Essentially, we're looking to level the playing field. We are bringing credit innovation that already big businesses are taking advantage of, and we are applying it to small businesses. The market is huge. Within Botswana alone, there are over 180,000 small and informal businesses, which contribute to about 14.3% to our GDP. That should show you the level of transacting that goes on within the informal and small formal markets. And as Jewel Cred, we're looking to tap into that. And as you guys know, a common problem in Botswana is most likely a shared problem across the continent, and therefore that should show you the level of scale that we're looking to take Jewel Cred at. The business model is quite simple. We charge an 8% for every credit transaction fee charged to the merchant. We also charge a 28 Pula subscription fee, monthly subscription fee charged to the merchant. Our traction so far, we've been able to develop our prototype while waiting meta verification. We've been able to just about 100 signups from merchants and just over 200 signups from merchants as well, waiting to use our app once we go live. Our value proposition is simple. Our solution is tailor-made for SMEs. We're looking to help them grow without them having to take on the risk of growth. And it is through WhatsApp, which has a 90% penetration within the continent, so adoption should be easy. Our ask is 250,000 Pula, of which 200,000 would go into our loan book, and the 50,000 would go into hosting fees, AWS hosting, Tulia hosting, and by investing in Jewel Cred, not only are you guys investing in us, you are actually investing in the growth of SMEs. So we hope to have you as partners. So thank you.
If you could just unpack it in very simple terms, who is consenting to the credit?
Who is consenting?
So is it the customer that says, I want credit?
Yeah, so the customer wants credit from merchant A. He or she wants to get a bottle of water. They would initiate a transaction on the WhatsApp at the point of sale. The platform would verify whether or not that's in your credit credit limit, and if it approves, the merchant approves, you get your bottle of water, you pay us back in installments. We pay the merchant upfront, but because we have a relationship with the merchant, if the bottle of water is 5 Pula, essentially we're getting it for 3 Pula, and you pay us back the 5 Pula that you saw on the price tag.
How do you pay back?
We debit your account.
So the relationship, the credit relationship would be between Duela Cred with not the merchant but the customer of the merchant. You are going to have to credit score the customer of the merchant. What fields would you use to credit score the customer of the merchant?
Fields.
Yes, fields, because credit scoring is based on a number of components. Exactly. So you need data to be able to create a solid credit score to get to a genie that can perform, right, from a ability to pay back perspective, right? So what data source would you tap into to be able to credit score that customer? And then the second question was, how do they pay you back? So if you have like their account details, there are third-party service providers that have got the capability to debit an account, right? And it's a bit of a process that even within the relationship between yourself and the customer, you'd need to have some agreement, more so that it's credit and supervised by NBFIRA. So if you're going to take credit, you have to sign off a credit agreement, right, of sorts, for you to be able to debit a customer's account. You need something that backs up that instruction. So maybe if you can just further break it down more so around the collection aspect and the credit scoring aspect, because those are key components to successfully executing on a credit endeavor.
The first question was how we're tapping into that information, right? So we rely on you to give us that information, right? We're looking for your payslip, we're looking for your age, or man, all the necessary details that will help us formulate whether or not you are risky debtor or not, right? Also, with regards to collecting, of course, we're debiting your account through a payment gateway, right? So we are in chats with Cellulant, and we're looking to see how we can make that happen. I think that's pretty much it. Right? All of this is done within the chatbot. So you upload your information within the chatbot, and we do the whole thing.
All right. Tapping off the experience that I have in microcredit, because I've done microcredit around sub-Saharan Africa, more so implementing and deploying solutions, right? Even giving a customer a small fee like 50 Pula requires a solid engine for credit scoring, right? And the data that you get from the customer, I'm sorry to say, customers misrepresent the truth a lot. Even if you ask a customer something as simple as, what is your ID? You can bet your last buck that they'll not give you a correct ID, more so if they think they can get away with it. So you would need one to first validate their ID, to say, if I'm saying I'm Angel, am I truly Angel? Is this my ID, right? Because for you to then debit my account tomorrow, you need to ensure that it's me. Number two, I can verify that I'm Angel, but give you Emmanuel's account number, not mine. And then you go on instruction and debit Emmanuel's, and then you will land on trouble. And I'm talking about experiences that I've had, right? So there's a lot of, with the margins that we're talking about, I think there's a necessity to go double click. I think the market that you're speaking to is still informal, it is there. Mati wadimisa painta mashi, like a pint of milk, bread. But now we're talking about really micro credit, right? For you to address that ecosystem, you're going to need to have, it's not simple as you had articulated it. Let me just put it that way. Yes.